Just a word about the timings. Maybe a lead in, maybe 3 minutes is 3 to 4 minutes is fine for this PPP lesson. Your presentation and language focus can be 10 to 12 minutes. Your control practice can be maybe 5 to 7. And the rest of the time you can do it on rest of the time. And you can also give some delayed error correction. On whatever the students have produced. This is known as DEC, delayed error correction. Right. Total time is about 40 minutes. Put that into the chat. And here's the lesson plan format once again. Next time, for Andrea, it's going to be there is and there are, right?
Yes.
So let's have a look at the material for that. Yeah, I've put the timings in the chat there, and it's all there. Where's there are, and we'll look at Gloria's as well. 32, 33. Object pronouns for Gloria, page 49. Now, I'd really recommend trying to use the coursebook materials, but trying to adapt them. Yeah, trying to use some of these tools that I've mentioned to make the lesson a bit more interactive, especially when you're trying to get when you're going to give feedback to students. It can be really good to use tools like Google Forms. Let me just show you an example. I wanted to teach my students the meaning of have you got, right? So I had this picture of my workspace at home, right? And it's got various items in it, like lamp, notebook, laptop, so on. So I send this to you via the chat. Okay. I'm going to send it to you now. And I'd like you to answer the questions. Simple questions. Has Andrew got a plant? Has Andrew got an English dictionary? Okay, I'm going to reset it. There you go. I'd like you to look at the picture and answer the questions. See if you can do it now very quickly. So, have you answered? Okay, when you're done,
Yes.
press submit. You don't need to do the second bit here, just the questions, yeah? A to G. Once you're done, press submit. Press the little purple button there. Okay, and let's see how many answers I've got. Okay, 3 answers. Has he got a plant? Yes, he has. Has he got a dictionary? No, he hasn't. That's correct. Has he got a coffee mug? Yes, he has. Has he got a laptop? Yes. Has he got a bottle of water? No. Has he got a pair of scissors? Yes. Has he got a lamp? Yes. Okay, so I can see that you've got all the answers correct there. So I can just move on, can't I? I don't have to spend a lot of time uh, getting answers from you because you've already given me the answers in this form. Yeah, so sometimes you can do feedback a lot faster than possibly you imagine using these tools. What else can you use Google Forms from? Well, I think we did this. Don't know if we did this reading activity, but I here's one for upper intermediate, and this was a gist reading. So remember, I told you it's a good idea to check the comprehension of a text, right? But it can be very easy, right? It can be as simple as find the best title for the text, right? So if I would share the text with you through the chat in PDF, and then I send the link, and then you choose from the 3 possible titles, and the actual answer was the middle one. It's about digital nomads. But you can also, if it's a shortish text, you can also embed the text into the Google form just by taking a little screenshot of it, right? And then you just it's very easy to actually put it into the G form. And then you just have some questions, true, false, so on. And you can check the answers quickly here. Sometimes if it's 50-50, then you can focus on that one that's the students, 50% of the students got it wrong. So we need to go back and look in detail. Why did they get that one wrong? Yeah. And you might have to say, well, look at that final paragraph again, read it more carefully. Yeah. So these tools can allow us to prioritize the feedback that we give. Anyway, so that would be my recommendation. Try and use the coursebook materials, but adapt them using some of these uh, Google um, Google Suite tools or any other interactive tool that you'd like to try. Experiment, right? This is a great opportunity for you to play around with these things and experiment. So let's go to Andrea's material. 32 to 33, there is and there are. Okay, so you've got this nice picture. You could use this picture. And I mean, your lead in could be, well, look at the picture and find a boy, a tree, a baby, a dog, so on. And that's quite a nice, you could also do this audio as well, which is correct, which is the right description, right? And this would be easy to do in a Google form. You have the picture in the top, and then you get them to tick the true sentences. Right?
I
Having
have a
done,
question.
yeah,
Sorry. I start working on my lesson plan,
uh-huh.
but I use another picture because the on Monday Tanya has teachers with the demo class, and it's the same topic, and he used a picture
Uh,
like that. So
okay, fair enough. That's
I
fair
have to
enough.
change it, but the exercise are okay.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, so you can here's your meaning focus here. Just meaning and form focus there, and it's about, and you can read the language summary for A 114. What does it say? Okay. Now this is quite useful, this table. You could have reproduced this table maybe on a Google form and but blank out the verbs. See if the students can write in the verbs themselves as part of the form focus, right? So give each student a slide and then give them the opportunity to complete their slides. Let me just show you how this could be done. Give me a second, it's coming up now. Oh, yes. So this was this have and has got demo I did for elementary level. And so I gave each student a slide with their name on it. And they just got to put in the verbs. And this is a good way of making them focus on the form because they've got to make sure they've got put the verb in the right form. You could make a table like the one in the course book, but you just remove the verb to be. That makes sense. Not difficult to do. Just reproduce the thing that's in the course book. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And what else? 52. Is there any pronunciation work? This could be quite useful. They do need practice with the contrasted with. Do you know what the difference is? This first one, this first sound here is what we call voiced. And the second one is unvoiced. So get the students when they're saying they, this, that, these, and those. Get them to feel their voice boxes. Su caja de voz aquí, you know, in their throat. They should hear it vibrating. Yeah, the. You try saying it now. There, they, this, that, these, those. Yeah, you can feel it vibrating. The second, it's not. It doesn't vibrate. 3, 13, 30. Think this. It's mostly in the lips. Yeah. So that will be a useful pronunciation focus. Wrong sentences in exercise 3. Well, that would be a control practice, and the production could be either number 5, or you could get them to talk about the pictures if you think they're strong, then they can talk about these pictures, picture A, and picture B. If you think they're weak, then you could just do 5. Huh? And you could get the students to write their answers on a Google slide, because that way then you could see what they'd written. Sharing with you my Google slide. Remember, it works just like a PowerPoint, except you can share it with students, share the access, and they can actually write on it. Yeah? By pressing the share button and making sure it's on editor. Change it from viewer to editor. You copy the link, you share the link in the chat. Students have access. Train them to do it. They'll say, no, I don't know how to do it. They'll say, come on. But then students come to these classes to learn how to use technology as well, don't they? It's not just learning English. They want to learn new tricks. All right. Any questions, Andrea?
Not now.
Okay.
Not now.
Don't worry if you can't do it, but you know, hey, it's experimentation, isn't it? We've got to experiment a little bit. Otherwise, there's no advance. Yeah. Okay, let me just point out things for Gloria. She might watch this recording later. Page 49.
She sent me a message that she sent to your email, her planning. So if you could check it.
Okay, I will. All right, so here is the Gloria's Oh, well, so Gloria, you could use, I don't know, maybe pictures of Brad Pitt, Madonna cooking and cartoons. And And then start by maybe having these questions on, I don't know, what could you have? How could you do this? Could you use Padlet or something, or Canva, so that they could match the questions and these answers? Here is your grammar focus. And there's some more information on page 115. Let's have a look at that. 115. Okay, maybe you could use this table, page 115, and could you blank out some of these pronouns and then get students insert the pronouns into the table? That would work for the form. What about pronunciation? Is there a pronunciation activity? Can you see one? Well, what you could do is do the control practice first here, which is 4A, and then get the students to listen to the questions. Do you like dancing? And listen to the answers. Yes, I love it. Now, what you will notice is that the intonation or the voice goes up on these types of questions. Do you like dancing? Yes, I love it. And the answers or intonation falls on the answers. So you could show with arrows this intonation. Like, has Andrew got a plant? Yes, he has. Has Andrew got an English dictionary? No, he hasn't. So get the students to raise their heads when they ask a question like that. It makes them laugh because they feel silly, but it's a good idea. Yeah, it makes them aware that the intonation needs to rise. Has Andrew got a plant? Yes, he has. The intonation falls. So it's a similar pattern with this. Do you like dancing? Yes, I love it. And to finish, you could do 5. Ask your partner about these. Use a pronoun in your answer. Huh? That could be your production. Right, so that's for Gloria. I'll pass the recording on to her. To finish tonight, then, it's your second assignment. Just need to give you some information about that. And it's called evaluation of materials, teaching materials. So click here, and then it downloads, and you've got the instructions. Yeah. Usual place. ETM, it's called. So let's have a look at the instructions. We'll read through them. It's kind of easy. Just don't remove this marking sheet at the beginning. And let's read through the instructions. So it's called Evaluation of Teaching / Learning Materials, and the aim is to demonstrate your ability to select, adapt, reject, and supplement material with rationales and to plan a lesson based around it. Emmanuel, could you kindly continue reading?
Yes. For this assignment, you are going to look at a page from a course book of your choice and describe how you will explore it in the classroom. Select a page from a course book. Do not choose anything that you have seen someone else use in a lesson. Explain. What
Yeah,
would
please.
Should I continue?
Yeah.
Why you will use it? For example, the aim of the lesson involving its use. How would you explore it? What would you select, adapt, reject, and the rationale behind your methods? What additional material and activities would you employ and why? Write a brief outline of the lesson you will devise. This can be in the form of chart or grid, or it can simply be a list of the lesson stages. It is not necessary to write a full lesson plan, but it should be possible for the reader to see the lesson at a glance. Note, consult your tutor and see if you could use this assignment for one of your lessons on the course. The extension, it has to be 750 to 850 words.
Okay, so the assessment criteria are relevance to the rubric, task completion, make sure that you include all the areas of the rubric or instructions. The length, make sure it's no shorter than 750 words, but it's okay to go over 850. Make sure it's accurate in terms of spelling, punctuation, and use of English. Accuracy of the factual content, and make sure that you're using meta language like grammar terminology correctly. All right, here are some possible reading sources. You should be able to find them in the resources section. So it's possible to use coursebook material that you're actually teaching with on your teaching practices for this, yeah? So as you're planning maybe TP2, teaching practice 2, Emmanuel and Liliana, you could be you can write this at the same time, so it saves you time. Right. Andrea, you could use the material you're using for TP1 if you wished. Yeah.
The material of the evaluation of teaching, it could be the material we use in our classes.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. So the course book that you use, right? So look on the course book that we use for your teaching practices, which is Cutting Edge Starter, isn't it? And or you could wait until if you wish, you can wait until the next lesson. And the course book there will be TP2 is face-to-face elementary.
For example, it says that it is a reading for my planning, right? Teacher 1, material H40 reading.
It's called 3 Generations. Yeah, so let's have a look at that. Let me just get it up. So it's face-to-face elementary. Student's book. And it's page 40. Yeah. So let's have a look here. Regenerations. It's quite a short reading. It's super short, isn't it? Oh, there you go. That's it. It's this one here. Who's teacher 2? It's Liliana. Me and my clothes, page 62. There you go. It's a bit longer, yours. Not much longer. So the way you could approach this is thinking about how to make this appropriate for teaching online. Right? Because this was originally developed not for online teaching, obviously. It was for face-to-face teaching. So your assignment could be, well, how to make it appropriate, workable, interesting for an online class. Huh? Who's number 3? It's Andrea. And you're doing page 78.
All the page or the reading part or all of it?
Ah. Well, that's what you've got to think about is like, how much of this are you going to use? Yeah? Because it's a 40-minute lesson, right? Now, for TP2, you'll be expected to use the framework called pre, while, and post. Right? When there's a pre-teaching, there's a lead-in, there's a pre-teaching of vocabulary, then you do the reading, and then there's some sort of response to the text in a post, what we call a post stage. Could be speaking or writing. So think about how you would adapt this material for that type of lesson. That could be your assignment as well, you see. So at the same time as planning your TP2, you could be writing this assignment.
Okay, thank
It's
you.
about decisions about what to include and what to not include.
Okay,
Huh?
perfect.
Any questions or doubts? Do you know when you have to submit this?
Yes, I want to ask that.
Let's find out. Because we're just about done for today. We can finish because we've done everything. Tonight is October the 2nd. Here's the timetable. So we've done evaluation, teaching materials. Your asynchronous topic this week is evaluation of teaching materials, so that will help you with the assignment. And when do you have to hand it in? Oh, October 14th. It's very close, isn't it? Oof. Well, don't worry. I guess you can always ask for can always give you an extension, yeah? Not much time, is
Please.
it? Yeah.
So you are going to send us the right date of the writing assignment too?
Well, I don't have the authority to do that or change it, but I think possibly you could just tell Tanya on Monday.
Okay.
Could you just ask Tanya? We think that we don't have very much time to do this, so could we have an extension?
Okay,
You could
perfect.
mention that to Tanya on
Yes.
Monday.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. But it shouldn't take you very much time to write it anyway. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Thank
Good
you.
luck with your planning and teaching. And I will see you on October 16th.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good night.